they said, why do you got a 2-wheel drive? And I said, because we're poor. Whether it's pissing or doing Chinese fire drill or whatever else he wants to do to occupy his time. I could have been a NASCAR mechanic.
What'd you do now?
I didn't do anything. Good morning, folks. We're gonna knock out this 40 acres we have left over here, and then we got 80 more acres to do over here at David's, and then 150 to do at our place. We're hoping that if the weather stays good next week, we should be done with harvest, which would be awesome. It's been busy, busy, busy. Next week will be even busier because we'll be getting baby pigs in while we're trying to finish up harvest with everything else we got going on. It's been good so far. Not too many breakdowns. Weather's been good. Yields have been good. Conditions have been good. We're feeling pretty good right now. Hopefully I'm not jinxing us, knock on wood. And we have a really great day today too. So we'll just go until we get this field knocked out, and we'll kind of go from there.
Give me a black motorcycle, give me playback on a bus, and I'm addicted to his leather and smoke. Give me a black motorcycle, give me playback on a vinyl, it's some cheap aviators from. Give me a black motorcycle, give me a black motorcycle.
How are you doing? I'm doing good. I got the pigs in. They look pretty damn good. We had one day this week, and we're gonna do 3 days next week, and that barn will be all the way full. So,
Well, you know, I was thinking last night,
yeah.
if we built one more hog shed and you started a retail shop for farmer grade, because near as I can figure, from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m., you got nothing going on.
Yeah, those are my only free hours.
So I figure you could probably maximize your potential that way.
I only need 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. You can sleep when you're dead.
Yep. Well, hey, if we find the money, it falls from the sky. we'll make it happen, I guess.
So we got about 45 to 47 acres left. The only field we got left over here at David's is that little 40 right there.
We got about 150 acres at our place, but this corn is dry, so we're not even gonna run it through the dryer. We're gonna fill the drying bin with all we can get in it, and then move the auger to the big bin. And if we run out of room, we're gonna have the neighbor haul whatever he needs to so we can finish up. We better quit yakking and get after it, so we'll keep you posted.
Good morning, This'll Do Army. When we last left our heroes, corn was over 20% moisture. We were having issues with the combine and my dryer wasn't working. Well, today we're back at corn again, here at my place. Anyway, now corn's dried down quite a bit, and I've got about 90 acres left. We're just gonna roll it straight through the bins and stack it up. Hope that I got too much corn in the field, and then we'll call the semis back in and haul some away. So the way we run this operation, we've got fields here anyway with half-mile rows. I'll go into a field and I'll take off the end rows, plant the field long ways, straight line. On the ends we plant the rows perpendicular to those long rows. I do 24 rows, 2 passes with my 12-row planter. But we'll go into the field, open the end rows up, and then I'll go out into the middle somewhere. I'll cut across the field. Luckily, we usually have good enough corn that Sawyer has to meet me at the far end, where I'll dump, and then I'll come back, dump again, and that opens up a spot in the middle so that Sawyer can stay in the center with the grain cart, and then I just kind of go around in a circle, and I'm always dumping on him in the center of those two lands or sets. I don't know which word you want to call it. I always used to call them lands, but that's basically the method of how we combine the corn to make it go faster. Before we used to just do dumping on wagons, and that takes forever. Puts a ton of hours on the equipment, and it just takes a lot longer because every time you get to the end, you're sitting there waiting. Anyway, just a quick little explanation of how we run this thing.
Well, David must had empty his own tank because we're at a stop here. This field is like one of the longest fields he has. This combine's going, it's hard to keep up with the grain cart, just because the wagons are so far away. It's given David plenty of time to find some other ways to have fun once he gets all the way full, whether it's pissing or doing Chinese fire drill or whatever else he wants to do to occupy his time. But we're getting there.
You know, I do miss the Cybertruck just a little bit, but I do like my Jeep. It's pretty handy, seems a little more nimble. Cybertruck doesn't have a winch on it when the snow comes or the mud comes or whatever. You can't pull up a broken cable on one of your curtains with the Cybertruck. Probably will be able to at some point, or I can just have my Tesla bot do it, but we're not quite there yet, so I'm gonna stick with my Jeep for a little while longer. We're close to home, we're not traveling very far, so we don't really need a tractor on both sets of wagons. So we're just using my 7820 because I brought my wagons over here. In one of the videos, somebody made the comment, you don't see very many two-wheel drive new tractors, and they said, why do you got a two-wheel drive? And I said, because we're poor. I'd love to have an 8430 or a 7930 front wheel assist. We bought that tractor that had like 2,700 hours on it, and the price was right. We bought that for $119,000, and we bought it back. Oh man, I don't know if we've had it 10 years. I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but maybe it has, maybe 7, I don't know. I found an 8410 that I could afford. I saw it sold at auction. There was an 8410 with 17,000 hours on it, and it brought $36,000. I don't know if that was a bargain or not, but anyway.
Well, we're having problems with the bin. Go figure. We're getting really, really close, but seems to be having a problem, so let's check it out. What's the diagnosis?
The weakest link in the operation failed. I think so. So somehow the slide coming out of the drying bin worked its way shut to where we weren't pulling corn out of the dryer, so we weren't transferring it, but we've been dumping corn out of the wet bin into the dryer. And just as David crawled up the ladder to look in there, it hit the switch and the transfer auger shut off. So our drying bin's full, our wet bin's got 3 rings in it, and we haven't transferred hardly shit over to the other bin. We probably aren't gonna go a whole lot longer.
We haven't been transferring any corn. That's the gist of it. Something got pushed or shut off. Yeah, so that's gonna stump us from keep going because the dryer's not gonna be able to keep up with us continuing to dump more and more corn in there. And his wet bin's nearly full as well. If it would have been transferring this whole time, we could have been keep it going, and it would have transferred corn. There would have been just more and more room available. Eventually we would have caught up to it, but it would have taken a lot more time to catch up to it than now. But I guess we'll go for a little bit longer until we get these 2 bins full, and then we'll have to wait till it transfers to finish it up.
Well, we're done for the day, I believe. Look at him, he's all dejected standing there. There's no pile. You didn't dump any corn on the ground?
Oh.
It broke before you opened the auger.
I just wheeled it up and it stopped, and I wheeled it shut.
That is some dumb luck there.
Oh shit, what now? What'd you do now?
I didn't do anything. Somebody didn't install a hard enough mold.
Only use a grade 5.
I've been beating on it for 2 weeks trying to get a day off. I finally broke it. I'm gonna go home and take a nap.
We were doing so good this year.
I know.
What happened?
You just run everything long enough and sooner or later something's gonna break. I'd say on the scale of what could go wrong, this has been pretty minor. I mean, we got 20 acres left out there, that 40 and ours. We'll still be done next week, so not bad at all.
Okay.
Now what are you doing? You gotta tighten this bolt up. And he's gonna get an Allen wrench and tighten that set screw. Look at my fine motor skills. I could have been a NASCAR mechanic. Maybe. A moment of truth. Moment of truth. Well, folks, we decided that we were going to be done, but then we had a change of plans. We just moved all the equipment over to our place, and now we're going, and it's, you know, 6 o'clock, so we're gonna go here for a while and just hammer it out. You know, we're really trying to make a dent in this corn crop. David's bin got full and we couldn't go any longer, so next logical thing to do is just move over to where we can pick more corn and there's more bin space. So that's why we're over here, and we're just gonna go until we either get tired or we can't go no more. Stay tuned. Sun's going down. Beautiful night for shelling corn. So we're just rolling. I'm gonna sleep like a rock tonight, I know that for sure. This is officially the longest day of harvest 2024 so far. Yeah, corn's dry enough now that, you know, we can just we're transferring it right over into our big bin. I mean, it's getting a little bit of air blown on there, but nothing crazy, not a crazy amount, because it's coming out of the field around 17. So 17% is going into the dryer, get a little air on it, then transferring right over. Ideally, you want it at that 15% if you could have it perfect after it dries and is sitting in your storage bin, but grain bin doesn't always work that way.
Okay, well, we're done for the day. Had a nice little Saturday. Went out and picked us about 60 acres, which ain't too bad for schlubs like us. Yeah, good day. Didn't get my field done, but I got the field done over here. Hopefully we can get a couple acres done tomorrow and just keep rolling on.
Well, folks, here we are. Just wrapped up and finished this field, and now we got this field over here. But we're not gonna go any longer tonight. We did 6,000 bushels over here, and that'll fill the drying bin up plenty. We're going to get a little bit of shut-eye and then probably try to hit it hard again tomorrow morning and really open up this other cornfield over here. Field average was 267 on corn. So that's the best corn on corn yield that we've ever had for this field. We're just gonna keep chipping away one day at a time. We're getting close to the end here with harvest 2024. We're aiming to have it all done by next week. So we appreciate you guys and all your support. We love you, and we'll see you back here for another vlog next time. Thanks.